Boy, it sure is boring in this town. I spend all day sitting here in the Dagger and Pistol, staring out at a canal. It's too quiet around here. It's 1700. No computer games, no iPhones. There's just Anne, a buxom barmaid, bereft of beauty, constantly complaining to me about her loneliness, and Claude Clouseau, a lovesick old man so poor he reaches for the very floor scraps reserved for me. No wonder I spend a lot of time eavesdropping on other people's conversations. You never know what you might learn. What's that? This might be interesting. Oh, and what in heaven's name is that? I'd better go and see.
Steer her to port, Blackboat!
Captain, which way is port?
You're a sorry excuse for a sailor, you are. Port is to the left and starboard is to the right. Got it?
Aye, aye, Captain. I think I got it.
Good. Then steer her to port.
Steer to the left.
That's right.
Right.
No left, you ninny, left.
Left.
Right.
Right.
No, look out! You're going to hit the pier!
There, we're docked at last.
This could prove to be a very interesting day. Oh, more cleanup to do. Is this to define my life, dishes and cooking? Cleaning up after the joy of others, but to have none of my own. Will not one day my true love enter this tavern? Maybe today some dashing buccaneer will arrive to take me away and to share his riches.
I'm going to the Dagger and Pistol for a flagon of ale. Clean up this mess by the time I get back. Be there a serving wench here. I have a fearsome thirst to quench. And where in the devil be the barmaid?
Anne is not here, sir. I saw her at the wharf with dishes in her hand, seeing what the ruckus was all about. I'll fetch her here.
Ah, Anne, there be a fine name, Anne, and it be the name of me ship, the Queen Anne. Perhaps this Anne be as beautiful. A fortnight at sea, from what's lust in the blood. Brrr! Alas, the lust is lost. By God, is she ugly. Oh, divine providence, strike me blind and stop the torture of looking at this horrid creature.
I beg the gentleman's pardon, but I was observing the battle-scarred ship, now adrift from the wharf.
Adrift from the wharf, you say? What has that befuddled black boot done now?
An apparent victim of a recent assault.
Blackboot, you fool!
Who be this handsome man, his chest so manly? Who be this god from Mount Olympus? What heavenly name does he bear? Zeus? Apollo? Let me fetch the gentleman a flagon of ale.
Blackboot, you're supposed to tie the rope around the cleat on the dock. You've tied it around the cleat on the stern of the ship. Here, throw me the rope, and you can winch her in.
Here it is. Let it rest on the table. Now let me look once more upon this battered ship. Let me hide behind some almond bush branches and learn what's what.
Ah, the ale. I have a mighty need of drink after the blows the good Queen Anne took from her adversary, the Lord's Bishop. She was bulging through her gun ports with the likes of treasure I've never seen before. The Anne crossed the Lord's bow and letting her guns loose ripped open its bowels to the mercy of the sea. We boarded, we looted, and we burned, and there were no survivors.
Pray, good sir, I do not know your face. Are you newly arrived in our parish?
Aye, by ship, just today after being a fortnight at sea.
And how are you called, sir?
Me name be Captain Crook, and yourself, sir.
Oh, I am Claude Clouseau, an aged man of past employment, spending my days in idle conversation and gossip. There now circulates a rumor on the wharf of a battle at sea a few nights ago. A British merchant vessel bound for this very port fired upon by a band of pirates.
I would have preferred the term privateer. Pirates, you say?
Yes, unlucky victim being the Lord's bishop. She received their fire and, in the blink of an eye, her belly yielded up to Davy Jones's locker its poor souls within. The treasure they took, the hapless crew they left. And, Captain, may I ask how you lost your arm?
Lost it in a sword fight a few nights before. It fell overboard and I never saw it again.
Whatever is a crocodile doing in the canal?
I don't know, but that croc looks darn familiar.
What ship do you captain, sir?
She be named the Queen Anne and brings cargo to be sold at the market here. I'll be attending to it when Blackboot secures the ship.
Blackboot?
Yes, Blackboot Bill, the Anne's first mate. Called only Blackboot by me. We'll be meeting here in the Dagger and Pistol to scheme, I mean to make arrangements for the sale of said cargo.
Perhaps there's something I can afford for my dear, sweet paramour.
A potential customer for my recently acquired treasure. Your paramour, you say?
Yes, my paramour. Well, my paramour-to-be. She knows not yet of my love for her. It is to her and only to her that I will surrender myself.
And who be this woman?
Why, she is the very woman who served you, Captain. Her name is Anne, the barmaid at the Dagger and Pistol.
The man is mad to seek such an ugly wench. She seems a bit young for you, Clouseau. How many years have you counted?
Oh, I have counted 80, sir, and I wish to marry before I count 81.
Why, she could be his granddaughter. She be a bit young. I advise you one with more years and a kinder countenance.
Oh, no, no. It is the sensibility of her countenance that draws me, the elegance of her figure, the sweetness of her manner. I have taken my resolution, and nothing shall alter it.
His eyesight must have gone the way of his good sense. Sir, I wish you good luck with your amorous pursuits. He'll need a miracle. But I best be getting back to the Anne. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, Captain. Oh, Anne, dear, wonderful Anne, how do I convey my love to you? May divine providence concoct for me a plan and lead me to eternal joy and happiness.
Oh, Newton, I desire so to change my condition with one such as this man. He shines among others with superior lustre. Find for me his name, so I might impart my feelings. I know his name, and it is not Apollo or Zeus. It is Crook, Captain Crook, his name being true to his profession. He is not a dashing buccaneer. He is a savage, bloodthirsty pirate. Do not in any way impart your feelings to him. Newton, your words are in vain. Nothing you can say will have any effect. What's going on out there? I'd better find out. There's a sword fight occurring on Crook's ship, with a large chest being the center of the quarrel. It must be Crook's cargo intended for sale. There's that crocodile again. I wonder what's going on. He's got a leg in his mouth this time. I'll follow him and find out.
Now that, me hearties, was a close call. And where be the love-struck old man, Claude Clouseau? I wonder how he be faring with that hideous creature. Ah, he enters now. Good morning, sir. How be ye?
I do well, but you, sir, you've lost your leg. And how did this happen?
Lost it in a sword fight. It fell overboard, and I never saw it again.
There's that crocodile again.
I know I've seen that croc before, I know it. What's that you've got in your hand, Clouseau?
A scarf just purchased in the market for my dear Anne. Perhaps a gift is the way to introduce myself.
Not a gift, man, but gifts. A treasure chest full of gifts. But first, a letter. A letter so finely crafted that the maid cannot refuse your affections. Speak to Anne of the void that her absence in your life creates, and that returned affections will be rewarded with wealth.
A letter? Yes, a letter. One carefully smithed so she cannot refuse me. I'll do it, Captain. I'll do it at once.
I'd better keep an eye on old Clouseau here. He's liable to steal my cheese if I'm not looking.
His passion becomes him. It blends a few roses with the lilies of his cheeks. Aye, when the blood circulates a little, the complexion looks mighty well. Now where is that black boot? We need to dispose of this treasure before I lose me other leg. Black boot, where have you been, and whatever have you been doing? That was a close call out there, and there'd be others besides yourselves who know what we've been up to. Perhaps some of the crew have been wagging their tongues along the wharf.
Oops.
We needs to hatch a plan to hide the treasure until we make a sail. There be an old man in the quarter of whose means I be not apprised, but he be desperately in love with a woman 60 years his junior. Methinks perhaps our treasure purchased by him to be delivered to the ugly wench will guarantee her hand to him in marriage. Let us bury it until the sale be confirmed. Meet me beneath the sign of the crescent moon at 4 o'clock. I'll be bearing the chest. D'ye understand me, Black Boot?
Yeah, Captain. You get the treasure chest and we bury it. I'm to meet you beneath the sign of the crescent moon, 4 o'clock. Yeah, I got it.
Good. Now be gone with ya. Ah, me poor ship, the Queen Anne. She shows the scars of a battle well fought. A battle that brought us treasure beyond our wildest expectations. Ah, Anne, I love thee, Anne, I love thee. When you be sailing the high seas and your sails are full, you're like a woman with a full bosom, and you hold for me now incredible happiness. It best be time for me to check on the ship.
Oh, Newton, Captain Crook likes a woman with a full bosom. That's me. He loves me. He said so. Oh, Newton, long-awaited love has finally arrived, and at these very docks. And how will this gentle beast, Crook, send his missive of affection? What sort of gift will he bear to show it? Ah, what joy! Captain Crook doesn't love you. Newton, again your words are in vain. I heard his professions of love with my own ears. He was standing in this very spot. It is another who loves you, Miss Anne. Newton, you can say nothing that will have any effect. I leave now and prepare for his proposal. I need to divert her attention from Crook to Clouseau. But how? How? Oh, and here comes Clouseau with his letter.
I don't see Anne. Perhaps she's in the kitchen, adjacent. let me enter and make swift delivery of my amorous plea. It is upon this table that I leave my message of adoration. Let me stand beyond at the doorway and watch her reception of it.
What lies here on this table? Is it a letter? It is a letter, and it speaks to me. Gentle lady, it is to you that I give my heart. It is you that abates my wanting as could no other thing. Everything of worth that I have is yours, if you say too that it is I, and I alone, who fills your life with the joy with which you so abundantly fill mine. If this be so, any treasure I possess to you is now converted. Confirm with your gently penned letter that you feel the same way, and rest it beneath the sign of the crescent moon at 4 o'clock today. Your obedient servant, C. 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 The feelings he expresses in his letter have rendered me joyful beyond description. Any treasure he possesses? Newton, what could that be? Whatever could that be? But now I, in turn, must lift the mask that so modestly disguises my heart's longings for him. I will respond in kind, according to his wishes. It sounds like you're going to be rich, Miss Anne. It is not the riches, Newton. I could love only the man who passed to me through his pen such feelings. Any treasure he possesses? Claude Clouseau doesn't have any treasure. How can he fulfill the promises made in his letter? I need to concoct some constructive mischief. What will it be? What will it be?
This treasure be heavy. There lies the treasure. Now you stand watch over it while I find a shovel.
Sure, boss, sure. I watch over the treasure while you get a shovel. Yep, I think I got it. Now, he gets the shovel. No, I think I get the shovel. No, maybe he gets the shovel. Oh, I don't remember who's supposed to get the shovel.
What will it be? Maybe I'll hit on an idea in the market. Hey, what's this? This looks like the chest people were fighting over on Captain Crook's ship. Wait a minute. I bet this is Captain Crook's stolen treasure. I'll drag this over to the dagger and pistol and claim that it is from Clouseau. This is what I call constructive mischief. This is too heavy. However am I going to get this back to the dagger and pistol? Wow! Thank you! You rock, Crook! You're truly the Robin Hood of reptiles. Wait till Miss Anne sees this. Boy, is she going to be surprised. Miss Anne, look what was just delivered. It's for you, from your beloved, I'm certain. Oh, and I have not yet even responded to my beloved's letter. Perhaps your beloved sent this as proof that his words are true. Newton, quickly, fetch me a pen and paper. Dear Captain Crook, the honor of a letter from you has so filled my mind with joy and gratitude that no words of mine can reach but half my meaning. It is surely you, and you alone, that fill my life with joy. I most assuredly desire to fill yours in like kind. Cupid has delivered the treasure to your waiting Aphrodite, and it has been accepted. Let us together soon depart this place. Your obedient servant, A. Now, Newton, deposit my letter beneath the sign of the crescent moon. And hurry, it must arrive at 4 o'clock. This letter is for Claude Clouseau, not Captain Crook, as Anne believes. So now, for some more creative mischief. Let me erase Apton and Rook, leaving only Dear C.C. There! It's almost 4 o'clock, and the letter is beneath the sign.
Hey, where's the treasure? It's gone. And where's that black boot? Black boot, the treasure is missing. Where the devil are you?
Right here, boss. Just getting the shovel like you told me.
You great booby. I was supposed to get the shovel. You were supposed to watch the treasure.
Ouch, that hurt.
What's this? By the gods in heaven, the thief has left a note. Dear C.C., yada 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 yada, Cupid has delivered your treasure to your waiting Aphrodite, and it has been accepted. Oh no! Someone named Cupid has stolen our treasure. It's aboard the Aphrodite. Let's chase down this Aphrodite and get our treasure back.
Oh, here lies a letter. Dear C.C., it is surely you and you alone that fill my life with joy, and I most to fill yours, your obedient servant, A. She has accepted me. My precious Anne has accepted me. Let me run to her now and ask her hand in marriage.
Newton, I hope, has made swift delivery of my letter.
Cupid has stolen our treasure. He's taken off on the Aphrodite.
I don't understand. He's boarding his ship. He's raising his sails. The ship is pulling away from the dock. Where has my precious C.C. gone?
Your precious C.C. has arrived. It is I, Claude Clouseau.
Claude Clouseau? The very Claude Clouseau with whom I have shared daily conversation at the Dagger and Pistol for lo these many years? The Claude Clouseau to whom I have poured out my anguish at ever finding true love? You are my precious C.C.?
Yes, Anne, it is I. Forever have I worshipped you from afar, daring not to reveal my true affections for fear of rejection. Until now, when your letter shattered the shackles of my fear, and set free my soul to soar among the heavens. Accept my love, dear lady.
Is it not true that Clouseau ever had the kind word for me in my distress? His gentle manner oft consoled me in my grief. My true love has been before my eyes all this time, and I have been blind to see it. Yes, Claude, my beloved, I accept your troth. But from where came this treasure? Could it be that same treasure that Captain Crook now seeks? How did it get here? Oh, Newton, do you know anything about this, you mischievous fellow? Yes, Miss Anne, but I had some help. So it was your doing, you two. Well, you are naughty little boys, but very dear to me nonetheless. You are certain to be members of our wedding party.
And, dear Anne, what of our honeymoon? A Caribbean cruise, perhaps?
Wonderful! But first, let's plan our wedding. Now that was an interesting day. Perhaps living in this town in 1700 is not so bad after all. Maybe I'll stick around a while. I wonder what tomorrow may bring. And may you, dear audience, hold that same wonder unto yourselves. Have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you for coming to our show.